everyone, this is my Listless reaction to the 12th and final episode of Machikado Mazoku. Now, this has been one of my favorites of the season. You know, it's actually kind of a shame that it did get delegated to the Listless reaction category. The only thing that really made that not too bad is the fact that this particular Listless reaction was about 80% the same as a regular reaction because of how much I did enjoy the show. And how much and how difficult it is to kind of stop myself from, you know, commentating as much as I usually do because, you know, habit and all that. But anyway, I love the show. A little bit sad to see it end here, but you know, we had a good run and hopefully we have a good final episode. So let's just get into it and see what we get. 3, 2, 1, play. And yes, we do have some drama here because, you know, shows always have to have a little bit of drama at the end. I mean, I can understand Shamiko, I mean... I really can't blame you too much for that. And then suddenly it became a commercial. What the heck? That's nice. Did he? Oh, wow, he did. Okay. Not quite what I imagined him looking like, but it's something. Yeah. At least now we know. As sad as it is, at least now we know. uh... Let's not break Shamiko over here. It's been a long several episodes, hasn't it? I should hope so. Every episode's a new surprise. Okay. I was about to say Momo should be your reason, so... Don't ask about the other stuff she does with Momo. Very secret. I guess we're not gonna know yet. I might want to hurry up, the show's almost over. I wasn't sure if we get the opening, so there we go. But yeah, I'm glad we have Shamiko chasing after Momo. That's what I wanted. Even if it did kind of mean not hearing what Mom was gonna say. Yeah, my cat went over to my side, so kind of petting him with one hand. I will miss your outfit, Shamiko. It was something special. The detective thing still doesn't make too much sense. I mean, it's not the only thing in the opening that we didn't get in the show, but still. Okay. Chase after that magical girl, Shamiko. And she looked very cute in that outfit. Just wanna point that out. Oh, is that ancestor? Or okay, that's not a it's not a chew toy. Oh, well, it's an understandable mistake. I did think she looked a bit different. Let help you are. Yeesh. Upside down, too. It's okay, she can't get you here. She can't hurt you. You're safe with us. Yeah, Sakura Chiyoda seems to be the important element. Yeah, she clearly viewed this differently. Well, that could be fun. I don't think that's true. Yeah. Yes, a very valuable ability. Yes, I couldn't have put it better myself. That's all we gotta do. So go for it, Shamiko. Oh, gee. Let's get the crap out of me, Mikon. Yes, we have to seduce her, but it's very important. Do you know where she is? Yeah, what did you think happened? Oh. Somebody's clearly out of the loop. Oh no. You got her all wet. Yes, this is a crisis. Let's manage it the best way. The best way we know how. Whew. I will never get tired of this outfit. Well then. That doesn't really stop the rain, though. I thought the outfit was perfect before, but then she got wet in it, and the whole new world was opened up to me. No, another reason a rain cloud popped above my head. Yeah, I mean, we encountered a magical girl pretty quickly. Then how did it happen? Fate? We're fated to be together? Is that it? uh, I I love this show. No, no, no. You were right before. Don't ruin it. Just love the price tag on her horn. Of course. Goes without saying. Yeah, seriously, it's for the best to go without her. And we found Momo. Quick, try to go. Catch her before she gets away. I guess you could say she was right on that. You can't ruin those clothes, it only makes them better. Well, yeah, but that's not a big deal. We have the father box, what more do we need? I'm curious what you'll say to her, though. I mean, yeah. Don't listen to QB. I mean, Shamiko. I'm joking, yes, please do listen to her. It's just QB from Madoka Magica is kind of a bit traumatized when it comes to magical girls and contracts. I guess so. Is she gonna just become a demon girl? Because that could be cool. I'm not sure if it works that way, but a fallen magical girl, like a fallen angel. That's great. Great name. I approve. Let's let's help her fall down the path. Fall down the path of righteousness onto the path of darkness. Is that a compliment? uh, I mean, I really don't disagree with anything she's saying here. Yeah, I think it's a great idea. I mean, isn't that what his little sister thought was the case anyway? Oh. Well, yeah, but they have two wonderful daughters. I mean, he's got to have 10 happy years together in the future. Or being with you. She really has become quite strong, hasn't she? Needs your help. uh, yes, please do. uh, oh, tell me more. Got a little bit of a blush there. great. Yes. She said it all herself. Okay. Good thing it's not gonna come to that. It's beautiful. I love everything about this. No, this is perfect. What? Don't worry about anything like that. Well, we can live with that as long as she's together with Shamiko. Hopefully that thing's durable. Promise nothing. Oh well. I guess so. I guess we can live with that. I guess that's fine. Is it that? It really doesn't. Man, this really turned around, didn't it? Oh well, that would have been great, but oh well. As she did say she didn't want that earlier. Previous episode. A lot of blushing going on here. You dive in. It's great to hear. They've gotten quite close to the course of the series, haven't they? And that's where she ended up. Oh, that's savage. Not quite the same. Oh, it's the eyes from the opening. Oh my god, it's seriously in the show now. Oh, that's great. That's so good. Of course. Oh well. You wanna take this one, Momo? You're already in your special outfit. I can't really power up beyond this. And there we go. We broke it together, so that we could share it together. Makes the best pouty faces. We had to have one more of those before the show ended. So we're telling the other girl now? Yeah, she's smarter than Shamiko. Probably didn't know about the ceiling in the box thing. Yeah, who would believe such nonsense? How stupid would you have to be? I guess that's more realistic. I'm relieved to know my daddy's in the box. It's quite a name. Code name. Yeah, I was actually thinking that. It does sound kind of similar. Yeah, she did not take that well. Yeah. Yeah, she worked hard to make that look pretty. Okay. She seriously calls her Shadow Mistress. They defeat you and make you mine, huh? Amazing way to phrase it. It's an amazing way to phrase it. Uh, oh, well, I guess so. This is certainly something. Oh, wow, that's a really pretty envelope. That's a straight up love letter envelope. It doesn't look like a letter of challenge at all. It looks like a love letter. Like the most love letter looking love letter I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen a lot of anime, so that's saying something. I don't think I've ever seen one that was that blatant of a love letter. Just read it. This is not a letter of challenge. Okay. Blooming. Of course. The era of depravity. Okay, now it's a bit more of a letter of challenge. Yeah, it's a bit of an odd letter, but I think the feelings got across. What are you doing to that tail? Well, that's Shamiko for you. Aw, yes, that's what we need to do. Yeah. The strongest magical girl. I suppose. I'm gonna go play with Momo. Okay, now we're gonna get it. Or not. What was that sound? Wow, she is full-on blooming, Momo. Well, your message was confusing. So we're not on the same page at all, but we're here together, that's what matters. Yeah, they were not on the same page. Gambara Yuko. And that's it. That's the end. Okay. That was the 12th and final episode of Machikado Mazoku. And it was a it was a really good final episode. You know, we had some great stuff here. We of course had Shamiko chasing after Momo. She had a bit of a run-in with Mikon, which complicated things a bit. You know, got all wet with the curse and all that. But she eventually found Momo, eventually. And they pretty much talked things out. We were about ready to have her be like, you know, what was the word they used for it? vassal. You know, the discussion of basically if you stop being a magical girl, then you no longer are bound by those limitations or whatever. So you could just, you know, join the dark side and it'll all be great. And she almost went along with it. We got very close to that. We had like sparkles and hand holding and all that. But for the last second, she realized she was kind of falling for a bit of a trap here and just threw Ancestor into the distance. But we're not giving up on that plan. We have Jamiko that's still working on that. She will have her. She will have her eventually. You know, she will be hers, however she phrased it. So that's definitely a goal worth cheering her on for. So yeah, I thought this episode was great. Just very much showing a lot of that Shamiko Momo closeness that has developed very nicely through the course of the series, which has been one of my favorite aspects of it. You know, they met each other as rivals because Momoko, not Momoko, Shamiko, I kind of combined the names there. Shamiko, she needed the blood of a magical girl to unlock the seal or whatever, and around that same time, coincidentally, Momo showed up to help her, you know, a magical girl. So right away they start off as, you know, rivals, enemies, but she also saved her, like, so that basically right away started with a very weird, you know, maybe weird's not the best word for it, kind of a inherently contradictory relationship, which is very interesting because they're supposed to be enemies, but at the same time, Momo pretty much from day one was trying to be very helpful to Shamiko and all that, because she never really viewed Shamiko as much of an enemy because she was so weak, you know, she really couldn't do a lot. You know, she was new to her powers, her physical, you know, her stamina, like all of her physical traits were very low, like she could never win a fist fight to save her life, you know. And Momo knows that. Momo's a much more powerful. So she just kind of wanted to be friends with her for the most part. And that's kind of the direction things went in. Like, they never became more and more enemies. They always only went in the direction of improving their relationship, you know, their friendship, and maybe eventually blossoming into more than that. It definitely came across that way several times throughout the show. And it was great. You know, we eventually found out more about Momo's backstory and Shamiko wanting to help, and eventually found out about the father's situation, and a lot of this stuff came into the light, and we just we're gonna work through all of it together. You know, work together, help each other. It's you know, what more could you ask for out of the relationship? So yeah, the real highlight of the show was the relationship between those two characters. All the stuff we got was great. However, Shamiko herself was just a really enjoyable character for me to watch. Like, you know, I think I mentioned a couple times how this is kind of like what would happen if Satania from Gabriel Dropout got her own anime. And I do believe that, especially you know, with this episode with some of that stuff about bringing her to the dark side and all that. That almost seemed like some stuff Satania would say to Gabriel, if you know what I mean. So that was kind of funny. But Shamiko has always been a very funny, silly, moe, adorable character that I've enjoyed watching. You know, the tail, I love her tail. The tail is so animated, like it's just really shows what she's thinking. Like sometimes it stretches or curls up, or you know, sometimes she just grabs it. You know, when thinking about Momo. And yeah, the tail was great. It was so long. It was so weirdly long, like longer than it probably needed to be. But that just makes it easy to grab. So, you know, it's probably a bit of a weakness because of that. You know, an enemy could easily grab it. You know, like they would a Saiyan from Dragon Ball Z. Kind of what made me think about. Well, I mean, like I said, the tail really reminds me of, you know, Two Love Ru tails. They're almost exactly the same. And if you've watched that show, you know what happens when you grab, you know, those tails the right way. But anyway, yeah, this show was a very enjoyable show for me. Very funny, very cute. Pretty much everything I could have wanted from the show I got for the most part. I mean, a kiss scene would have been nice in the final episode, don't get me wrong, but I never expect the kind of thing with this kind of show. You know, unless a show is like blatantly Yuri spelled out on the tin, I usually don't expect it to go that far. But it got pretty close to that, all things considered. You know, considering it's not like advertised as a Yuri show at all, it got pretty close to what I would want from that kind of. It got pretty close to the kind of Yuri developments I would want from them. Like we got most of what I could hope for in that regard. So I don't have much complaints on that in that regard. We got more from the opening of the show than I thought we would. I mean, even in this episode, like I said, we had the icy that we have in the opening. Like, I kind of want to go to that spot in the opening real quick. See how similar it is to that. Yeah, in the opening itself, it was quite different because they were under the umbrella, they're walking in the rain, but they still had the IC. I think the IC was even a different color, really. But still, it was similar enough to remind me of that. So I really appreciate that we actually did get that. Because I don't remember if I actually said that at any point before, but I really wanted that scene to be in the show itself. And so getting something similar enough, I was pretty happy about that. So, yeah, I don't know if much more I have to say on the show. Side characters were good. You know, the little sister was pretty great. The nonchalant attitude a lot of people had about this whole demon magical girl stuff was pretty great. You know, just Shamiko, she was always so weak and tries so hard, and everyone tries to help her out, and it's a nice, heartwarming, wholesome show that I'm gonna miss now that it's over. But yeah, maybe we'll get more someday. Maybe we won't. But regardless, you know, I loved what I got from this, and I'll probably remember the show for quite a while. So. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.